say this. I wish once they had a 20-point lead, I wish they would have gone ahead and put Garcia in then and just called it a day for Van Dyke. And obviously let him run the offense. Don't just send him in to hand off passes. Because here's the thing, and I'll give you a perfect example of this. You remember back in, 2017 when Tua came in at halftime and just dominated Georgia in the second half and won the national title?
Yep.
There's a reason. There's a reason for that. Because every single game of that year, Bama was up big, Tua's in, and Tua's running the offense. He's not just handing the ball off and they're trying to bleed clock. That's how you have those backups ready to come in case somebody goes down. When you have a lead, put them in and continue to run your offense like it's the beginning of the game.
Right. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that point, 100%.
Right, and Garcia, he's actually looked. I mean, what is he throwing at now? 10 for 10 on the season now.
I think so.
Yeah, because it was 8 for 8 last week, and he was 2 for 2 this week.
Right. I mean, I know it was only 2, but hey, 2 for 2. He's at 100%.
Perfect season, man. I mean,
come on.
I go out like that. Completed every pass this season. Heck yeah.
Coach, my ankle's hurting. I can't get in there now.
And I just want to make one point. I see Poobie Sistrunk saying, "Why are you guys afraid of Texas A&M?" Afraid is the wrong word.
Right.
It's not Miami, and I'm not just trying to speak for everyone, but I know most Miami fans are not afraid to play anyone. We'll line it up against anybody. Alabama kicked our butt last year. We'll line it up tomorrow. Not afraid to play them, but we're trying to be honest and realistic when it comes to evaluating these teams. Because I always say it like this: when I do these predictions, I'm pretending like I'm putting the title to my house on the line. Would I bet my house on this game? Could I confidently say, yes, Miami is winning this game? I try, and it's kind of silly. I know it sounds funny, but I'm trying to build up some credibility and trying to be realistic with this. Afraid of Texas A&M? No, definitely not.
Right, and I agree. I think our fan base is very, very broad. So you have a lot of people who are older. All teams do, but Miami can be very overly optimistic sometimes. I think a lot of the fans can come in there and see one game and be like, "Oh, we're back," And you have to really sit back and look and go, "Yeah, I agree." I mean, we're not afraid of Texas A&M, but I'm right there with you, Coop. We got to look at it as realists and really.
And I think and I don't think it's exclusive to this fan base at all, but there can really be short-term memory loss sometimes. And the reason I say that, there was a comment after our video last week, and something along the lines, I don't remember verbatim what he said, but the gist of it was, not Mario would have struggled in that game last week. Well, absolutely not. I mean, don't forget, we dropped 69 on equivalent talent last year. And I think people make statements like that, and they think, oh, Manny couldn't have done this last year. Look what Mario did this year. We should be a championship team. And I think people need to dial it back just a little bit. Manny blew out a team. Al Golden did too. I mean, people forget they called in the mercy rule in an Al Golden game.
Yeah,
because we dropped 77 on Charleston Southern, and they had a running clock in the fourth quarter. Even running out of bounds didn't stop the clock.
Right, I remember that too.
Now, you know what? I'm about to piss a lot of people off. Miami fans, I love you. You know what would guarantee a victory next week against A&M? If we were rocking Nike uniforms.
Oh, no.
That would be a win.
He went there. Shots fired.
No, that cracks me up. Like I said, Miami fans, obviously, I got a glowing you on my – come on, man. I'm a Miami fan, but I catch so much flack for that because I'm like, I don't want to go back to Nike. And they're like, Coop, if we wore those Nike jerseys, man, back when we were great, we would be great again. And I'm like, hey, wait a minute. You just commented and said that the uniforms don't determine if you win a game or not. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
It cracks me up, man.
Yeah, that is a funny talk. Like, people get so mad they go back and forth. Adidas, Nike. I really don't care either way as long as we win football.
Yeah,
games.
I don't really
I don't care if they're
Right.
out there running around in the Walmart clothes. I don't care.
Right. If they're going 12-0 every year, I don't care if they're in Pumas and one.
Yep. I'm down, man. I'll buy those jerseys and those shirts.
Hey, I still got a starter jacket. Come at me, bro.
Hey, man, I got a few members only jackets still that I love, but I don't have the starters anymore. I don't have those, but I did have one. I might actually at my mom's, but I wouldn't be able to fit into it. I'm certain. Maybe if I can find it, Coop, next time I see you, I'll give it to you.
I've never understood that one, to be honest with you. I mean, they kind of got me a little bit that very first year when they come out. I mean, didn't they wear like 5 different uniforms that first year? And I thought some of them were kind of silly. But I mean, I really don't have any hate for Adidas. It doesn't make much of a difference to me.
No.